Hello my friends. All right guys, so as you can tell, this is a pretty cool little light. It is brand new offering from WUBEN. WUBEN's not new, but this OWL X3 is. It was a Kickstarter light. They just finally released the production orders, and there has been a lot of reviews on YouTube on this thing, and I'm glad to get my hands on it because it's a pretty neat little light. It kind of takes a page out of the Olight Baton series with a charging case, so it does have a charging case, guys, and it's all aluminum. And it is a 3,000 milliamp hour charging case, and you charge it up via USB-C right there on the front. So once you get this thing topped off, it'll charge this battery about 2 times. This is a little over 1,000 milliamp hour battery inside the X3. So pop it in here and you're gonna get multiple charges out of the battery and the case put together. So the case is pretty nice, but for size comparison, here is my Olight Baton 4 case. So the height is basically the same. Where you get a little bit difference is the thickness. So this is a little bit more square. The Baton is obviously a little bit more rectangular, but pretty similar in size though, size and scope. So not much of a difference there. Now I do wish that this base had some little like sticky feet, because it is a little bit slick on some slick surfaces. I would like for it to kind of, stay put when you get it there, but the lid opens up and you just pop in the OWL X3. And it can only go in one way. It does have a clip on it. It will not let you go in the rest of the way. So you just pop it in, close that cover, and this case will wirelessly charge the X3. Now you can pick up this light right here without this case. It's about 20 bucks cheaper. It's just got a little docking station that you set it in and charge it up via USB-C. I'll leave all the links down below. I believe the price with the X3 and the charging case is around $109. However, there's gonna be like a 20% off coupon, and I think I'm gonna get a 10%, giving it a total of 30% off, but it's a little bit more expensive with the case. Now, one thing about the case that I do like that my Olight doesn't really have is this kind of clear frosted cover on top, and it acts as a diffuser for a bed, table, nightstand type light, or in a tent. You can set it next to your cot, and it doesn't, create a huge bright light. So you can take your OWL, and one of the features that I'll get into, you can rotate the head 180 degrees to make it a 90-degree light. But pop this little thing in the case, turn it on, close that cover, and now you've got a really nice diffused type light. And 150 lumens is the highest setting that the case will allow the light to run at. You cannot get up to the 700 lumens, but you can change it down to the 1 lumen, which is very, very dim, or go back up to the 150 lumens, which is a pretty nice little diffused light in a dark tent or a dark RV or somewhere where you just want a nice little light. You can run the red LEDs too, so you just press and hold the top, and you've got your red LED, and you can do both brightness settings on the red LED, so you can do the 1 lumen, or you can press and hold and get the 80 lumen red LED, and again, just a really nice kind of diffused light. I like this feature on this that I do not have on my Olight Baton series. And one of the last little tricks, I guess, that WUBEN has done with their innovation is the lanyard that it comes with is something I've never seen before. So you can take this lanyard, there's a little lanyard loop in the back of this charging case. You can connect this to the charging case. But if you press these 2 buttons on the side of the lanyard, it comes with USB-C to USB-C charging cables. I've never seen that, and it does have a ruler on the inside. It might be hard to see right here, but there's a little ruler scale. It's in metrics. That's unfortunate, but we're the only people in the world that are still in imperial. But this is just something that, yeah, I've never seen before. I thought it was pretty clever of them to include the charging cable in the lanyard. That's pretty neat, but there you go. That's it for the case. Pretty cool little feature. Now let's move in a little bit closer, guys, because I kind of want to show you a little bit more in detail what this X3 is all about. Okay, so here is the X3 up close and personal. Really cool little light. This is the green color variation. They have several blue, black, glow-in-the-dark, clear. I picked the green because I thought it looked the best with the black case. You can see here it does have a pocket clip. It is not deep carry pocket clip, but it does come with one. It's got an LED indicator screen up top to where it'll tell you what mode you're in, as well as the battery and the lumen. So if we turn it on here, without blinding myself, we've got the lumen output and the battery indicator, and it'll change as I change modes. And we can cut it off, and we can press and hold for the red light, and it's going to have the same information up top. Press and hold, and one click to cut it off. Now this does have several different modes that you can pick from. If you double click from it being off, it goes straight to the 700 lumens. You can triple click, and it's going to go to a strobe, and if you triple click again, it's going to go to your SOS mode. And this does have memory, so we can go turn it on. We'll put it on the 50 lumen setting, and I'm going to cut it off. When I cut it back on, it's going to be on the 50 lumen setting. So it does have memory. It's going to go back to your last used setting after you cut it off when you turn it back on again. And it's got some little blue lights on the side, and to turn those on, you press 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then turn it on, and you can see it cuts on these blue side lights. They're really non-functional. They don't do anything for you, and they use battery life. So I keep mine turned off. I guess it looks cool, but you know, I don't really see a need for it. So I keep mine off, and to turn it off, click 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the light off, cut the light back on, and there are no blue lights anymore. But I do think it's a really neat little light. You know, it's kind of a niche light, I guess. And if you're a collector of lights like I am, this is just perfect for the collection because it's so unique, so different, and a lot of cool little features about it. And one of the main ones right here, you can see that it's got a wireless charging apparatus inside it through that see-through cover. And as you saw through the intro of the video, you can put this on a wireless charging pad and it will charge. And those blue lights will kind of breathe as it charges, letting you know that it is actually charging wirelessly. Now the feet on it are also charging pads as well as magnets. So you can affix this light to anything magnetic. And with the rotating head, there's really not a whole lot of areas or direction you cannot get this light to point at. Moving that head or putting this, you know, somewhere else, under the hood of a car or under a wheel well or on the side of your RV, anything that's metal, it'll stick to. And then you can just move this head around to get the angle that you want. I think it's a really cool little feature. Again, I've got a couple of 90-degree cylindrical type lights, but nothing in the square category. So it's something brand new to me, and I think it's pretty slick. Now here is some night footage of the beam patterns that you're going to get on this light, and I'm just going to cycle through the 1 lumen, the 50 lumen, the 150 lumen, and then the turbo for you folks. And you can kind of see it's not really a hot spotty type light. It's got quite a bit of flood to it. It does have a defined center to it, but it's not a spotlight. It's not a searchlight. You're going to get more flood out of this light than you're going to get, you know, say an actual spotlight, which I like for little lights like this. I think it's better to have more of a flood pattern because you're going to want to light up what's all around you. And as far as the red LED goes, it's a pretty nice red LED pattern. I do think it's very useful, and you know, the 80 lumens is a bit much, but if you just need to throw out red LED light out there pretty far, you know, that setting is there for you. However, I will be using the lower red LED for my uses, for reading inside the tent or just trying not to disturb anyone. But that is the type of light that you're going to get with this little EDC pocket light. It feels good in the hand. Even when you turn this light 180 degrees, it doesn't feel loose. It feels well made. There's nothing that rattles. It just feels like a solid light, like it's very well made. And this does have a 5-year warranty on it as well. So WUBEN's got some nice lights, guys. I am an Olight fan, but I do have a couple more WUBENs that I'm going to be taking a look at. And that 5-year warranty is pretty good. You know, a lot of lights don't offer that. And this is IP65 rated, so if you catch yourself out in the rain, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. That IP65 rating is going to protect it from any ingress in water. So there you have it, folks, the WUBEN X3. This is a Gear and Gadget review channel, and I think this is a pretty cool piece of gadget, which is why I love these little things like this, because they're just fun to play with. They're fun to take along with you on camping trips. Throw it in your car. I don't know what you folks do with flashlights. I tend to carry them with me wherever I go, and this little flashlight, it's almost like a fidgety thing because it's just fun to actually use. I'm a pretty big fan of this little light here. So there will be a couple of links in the description below. WUBEN themselves is offering 20% off There should be a 10% off additional that I'll be able to give you on this model, and use that if you think this light's pretty cool. I think you'll be happy with it, especially if you're a collector of lights, guys. This will fit nice in your flashlight collection because it's so unique, so different. Not a whole lot out there in the market that's similar to this. And that's what WUBEN is good at. They make pretty cool little gadgets like this that are very different. So anyway, my friends, this is the WUBEN X3. I hope you found that informative. If you have any questions about it or have any comments or want to talk about anything, leave a comment on the video and I will get back to you. But until next time, gang, take care. Have a good one.